Every time I see that background, it reminds me of the Polar Panorama warmer.
Yeah, this is my office is a mess.
Feel it.
All right, guys, let's hold on. Let me take my daily lifeline of narcotics. How's everybody doing today?
Good. Living the dream.
I have a mic. I want to stab a knife directly between my eyeballs.
I've had one of those for 19 weeks.
That's how my pregnancies were too, Jess. It was just a nonstop headache that it just never ended.
No, and Tylenol doesn't do anything for it.
Yeah, it doesn't.
All right, let's get started. We are going to talk sponsoring and how we can use sponsoring to get pay raises and talk about how our last sponsoring conversations went. But first, Kalmeyer, can you go out to the community page and drop the link and let everybody know that we're on?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And while she's doing that, we'll start with let's start with Beth and tell me something good that happened today.
And say today, finally getting back into archery. We went to an indoor league to start prepping for league to start in December.
Awesome.
That sounds
It's the
fun.
first time I picked my bow up in almost 2 months. So it hurt. My shoulder's a little sore, but it's worth it.
Yeah. I understand that. My dad hunts with bow, so I hear all about the aches and pains of doing that.
Very nice. Yeah, that's how my fiance is. He goes out to our backyard and hunts.
All right, Kay, tell me something good that happened today, personal, business, whatever.
I think we're finally over sick kids.
Yay!
Yay!
I think
That's
the last
awesome.
fever broke this morning, so
So you
grateful.
can send all their
so
butts back to
grateful.
school tomorrow.
Huh?
So you can send all their butts back to school tomorrow.
Oh my God, I know. I'm so excited. Like I'm counting down the hours. And then they're gone. I'm so happy.
It's hard when they're home all day long.
It is.
I
And
don't
with
miss
baby
that.
Cleet, like we're having him tested to see if he's like on the spectrum because he's been really out of sorts since like all the kids have been sick and they're all home constantly. Like it's been nuts for him because he's not used to it.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
like, you guys
that's
do
very
need to go back to
possible.
school for him. Like
Yeah.
not even me, like because it's been rough.
Yeah. Poor thing.
I don't envy you stay-at-home moms because I still get my adult time going to work every day. I don't know what I'm gonna do on maternity leave.
We're gonna learn.
You're gonna go stir crazy, Markham, is what you're gonna do.
Probably. I'll be asking to go back to work in 8 weeks. Welcome, Sylvia. The first part of these meetings, we just do tell me something good. So tell me something good that happened to you today, personal, business, whatever.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Nope.
Okay, because I don't even know how to work these things. What was it again?
Tell
Something
me
good.
something good.
So, I mean, I just got cleaning done. Happy Mail. I'm getting that shipped out. I got it together for my customers. Just little like that.
That's awesome. That's always something good. When you can get Happy Mail done, that's always something good.
Oh my God. I didn't realize you made a little graphic for the call tonight already and it says sponsoring. Like, wow. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, I did that last week. So that
Carry on.
forget.
Jess, I don't, not to stress you out, but I still cannot get notifications from Brave Tribe page. Like There's something wrong with my account. I don't know what's happening. It's
I
You're
very,
not the only one.
Yeah, I can't either.
I don't know what to do. Like,
Um,
and it's not you. I'm telling you, it's not, because I used to get them just fine. But anyway, continue. Let's see. Is
we'll
any
have to look into that.
is any
Are you getting text messages alerts from Sensi like you're supposed to?
mm-mm.
You sign up for it?
I don't know where to do that.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna make myself a note so that I can remember to look into that for you tomorrow.
I also, I mean, it crossed my mind to just put in a support ticket, but I just keep forgetting. So
Well, I saw somebody try to do that and they were told that it wasn't available for SDs. So,
oh, so maybe they don't really know.
yeah.
Like the
So there's a
support
post
people.
out there today because nobody got notified when the product status list got updated this afternoon. So there's a post where they think that there was an issue today. So I will follow that thread and probably tag you in it and see if we can't get some resolution for you.
Oh, you're fine. It's no worries at all.
Those things are a lifesaver though, because then you don't have to be attached to your workstation, especially when it's crashing for everybody else.
Like literally, I always find out things pretty much from you first, because like I never see the new news tab thing as soon as it comes on, because I'm just like,
Well, and I had JC was telling me when stuff got posted. So it's because
yeah,
all those text
true.
messages were rolling out, and the texts are supposed to roll out coinciding with the article release. So
right.
there's not much of a delay there, but you usually get a link to the news article, which will come up even if there's an issue, like where everybody's bogging it down. But we'll look into it so that you can get those too. It's a perk that you get. So,
So I'll go ahead and volunteer. My good thing for the day is I made a completely random, on a whim, Facebook post, just like sharing about my wedding rings. And for some freaking reason, everybody like related to that or something. I don't know, because I post about Scentsy and I get crickets, and then I post about my wedding rings and I'm like 150 freaking likes. So it just reminded me that sometimes people, it's not that they're not seeing your posts. I think people are just like scrolling. And if it's not something that's like catches their eye for one reason or another, they're not gonna give you a like, because they're scrolling. And I do it too. So that's how I know. So
if there's no picture on it,
right.
just
And
scroll.
so it just reminded me, like, keep posting and don't make it always about Scentsy. Like,
yeah,
So
your personal
so your
pages should
pictures
be
would actually help me to
80/20.
read yours.
yeah, I just posted a picture of my wedding rings and people are like, all right, what's this about? Anyway,
Yeah.
so
Well, I mean, your rings are drop dead gorgeous. So I mean,
oh, thank you. I haven't seen him in years, so
hold on.
That's one thing that we need to be very conscious about with our personal pages is it should be 80/20, like 80% personal, 20% business.
Agree.
Because
try
people
as much
need
as possible to post about cooking, just stuff that I love in general, because I love to cook and I love to decorate and stuff like that. So I just try to,
Sylvia, I love some of the content you share. Like, I love Pioneer Woman stuff. You're always
Yeah.
posting your Pioneer Woman stuff. I love you're eating some weird like butter stuff that looks good. Like, I mean,
oh my God, don't even get me
see,
started.
it's just, and it's so authentic. Like, it's just your life. And I love
Yeah.
seeing that stuff. Like, I want more of that all the time from everyone. Like, please.
I love social media to a point. I just hate drama and stuff like that. And I try to stay away from negative. I just hate having to get on the app and see that stuff, because it's hard when I focus on my business and stuff. It comes to social, like from social media. Like, that's how I business, and
Yeah.
it just sucks because there's always going to be negative.
I know that's been something I've been working on for years, is sifting through how to like look past that stuff that really bothers me and like gets me down. Like it's not always easy, but I think
Yeah.
you're doing a pretty good job. So
Thank
But when
you.
you post more personal than business, it also keeps your algorithm moving, and that's what keeps
that's
people looking
I know
through and
that
seeing your stuff.
people like, I don't know, like if someone else likes Pioneer Woman, like they're going to comment on my stuff and they're going to engage with me, and then I'm going to
Mhm.
engage with them. Same thing with cooking. If they see something they like, or I a willow tree the other
oh my god, your
day.
willow tree is so cute.
I had a few people comment like, "Oh my god, where'd you get that?" Like they're engaging with me, like, you know, like
Exactly.
it's just going back and forth.
You're
It's
building
not about,
connection.
yeah,
You have to build those connections with people so that you can build genuine relationships. Who's got their hand up?
Guys, I think Paco wants to tell us what his good thing is for the day.
Oh,
Yes,
go ahead.
call him out on it.
Wait, no, that's actually not what I was going to talk about. Actually,
Oh, come on.
no. Okay. Well, first off, hi, I'm Paco. I'm Elizabeth's fiance.
Sup?
I don't know. I guess my good thing would be the same thing as Beth's. We went and did an indoor shoot for some practice today, and I'm out of shape. It doesn't feel good. It hurts.
Hey, man.
Shooting my bow once a week instead of 60 times in a day doesn't feel good anymore.
Ugh,
I feel
that sounds so fun though.
It is. It's addicting. It sucks.
It's a stress reliever, Jess.
I
much.
mean, I need some of that. God.
Yeah, takes a lot of concentration, and it's a great upper body workout and endurance workout.
Yeah, I only last about 15 minutes of shooting, and then I'm like mentally like I can't focus anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, no. So I'm in the background most of the time on Mondays and Tuesdays, just listening. But I have multiple years and multiple experiences in MLMs for social media. And I always love hearing that you guys are expressively stating, don't just post Scentsy.
Yes.
That's like one of the biggest things through all of the different ones that I've been on. I always like the biggest thing I've always remembered, and the biggest thing to always remember to do, that I've always found whenever I was doing it, when I was pushing it. They used to say it's a 3x3 rule. If you're posting more than 3 posts a day for personal, and then 3 posts a day for business, but they to not be consecutive so that they're spread out. You don't want, Scentsy, and then a random post for, personal. If you overload your post for Scentsy and people look at it, they're gonna think that that's a business page that you're turning personal instead of a personal page that you're just promoting a business on. There's a whole different aspect to it, to starting a Facebook group or like a VIP group, which is what is done through Scentsy a lot. That's where
Right.
you'd post mainly just all Scentsy stuff, and every once in a while the actual personal stuff. But with
Right.
your actual Facebook page, you still want that to be personal and throw out Scentsy every once in a while, but make it authentically your page. Like one of the biggest things we did that we used to do when Facebook stories first came out years ago was I would never post about my MLM on my page. It would only be in my story. But you can go in and you can look to see who reads your story. You can see who sees your story.
Right. It shows
compared
you.
Yep, it will show you who sees it. It'll show you a better understanding of who, reacts to it or even watches the whole thing. If you do a video or multiple things, it shows you who actually goes through it instead of just, oh, it's one post, but you have 5 posts on your story. You'll be able to see that this person watched one but not the other one, and see what they're interacting for. We used it to kind of show what the interest was. If I was doing one, like 2 different products, I would post 2 things on one product and 1 thing on the other and see which one would show more interest that would be actually followed. But that's something that the story shows, but you can't see that on your Facebook page unless they like or comment on it.
Right.
But that was our way, and that was like the training way that they had to not fill your own personal page with Scentsy, but to still promote, because the story is something completely different, but everybody on Facebook can see it if they click on it. They don't have to, but that first image of, of your warmer or whatever the image is, especially like for Scentsy, there's so many different things you could have. If they're interested in what it is, they're going to click on it, and then you have the stories that go with it.
Absolutely. Amanda, Aaron, Alyssa, hello. Do any of you have something good you would like to share about your day?
Probably want to raise their hand, right? Couldn't you?
Give it here.
Yeah.
Give it here. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Hijacker. Let me have it back.
I've heard that multiple times, and I just wanted to.
So there's my normal, Monday, Tuesday background. He's always here in the chair. He's just never on screen.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
So he's
always here.
learning with us.
Yeah.
Allison, did you already say your good thing?
I did not.
All right, well, let's hear it.
Mine is kind of a series of. So I got fired last week, and though I wanted that to mentally, it was a stressful 15 minutes. I called Jess panicking, but I have decided to turn that around. And hi, here we are, Scentsy full time.
Yay.
Today I had 4 people who have literally ordered from me once within the last almost 3 years. And all of these people, and I do mean all 4 of them, were all people who haven't ordered in over a year. And all of them messaged me to place an order this week. And I was like, heck yeah.
I mean,
That's
I got
awesome.
a pretty cute kid while I did it.
sounds like a sign to me.
I'm not going to disagree.
Love that.
Yep, pretty awesome. Aaron, what's something good today?
I mean, not really much has happened today business wise. I got a lot of work done today. I got a couple more parties booked for this month.
A couple more.
So-
You probably already have
Party
like
queen.
20.
Let me see how many I have.
Oh God, here we go.
I'll say, what's your number up to now?
17.
Oh my. See, I said 20 and I was not too far off. This is crazy.
Hold on, I
love
gotta
it.
see where her PRV is at so I can tell her if I'm still beating her.
I mean, no offense, but you probably aren't. She is a
She
wild
was.
person.
She
I
was.
was. I wrote Christina last week and I said, tell your girl she's slacking. I'm beating her for this very moment.
I was like, telling her, I said, tell her to shut up. That's not okay.
Oh my God.
Amanda, tell us something good.
From today, not really anything good because
Yeah, man. Anything.
the father of my kids wrecked our other car and I was kind of dealing with that the entire day.
No, that is not good.
It's
That just
not
means you get
good.
to get a new car.
Okay.
No,
maybe
it doesn't.
What?
Well,
Why
you
not?
can use your Scentsy money to buy a new car. That will be your something good that comes out of this.
Well, we're split up because he can't get his life together. So, but the car is still in my name. because,
Oh.
well, I'm the responsible one. So
Aren't we all usually?
that's kind of
You're out
it's been a
there
really bad day.
running two businesses. So yes, you are the responsible one.
Girl, it's so stressful, but I still have parties going on, and the sale we had for 48 hours really got me a bunch of orders.
Yes, that was awesome.
So yeah, and we got paid today, and my check was freaking bomb diggity from last month. So
See?
that's good.
I love to hear this.
I'm
That's
trying to see
Who
the
got their
good out
biggest-
of today.
Who got their biggest paychecks ever today?
Me.
Woo!
Well, me too, because I've only been with y'all for like what I think it's been 2 months now.
That's
awesome.
amazing.
But
It's
yeah, it's
crazy.
still the
Wait.
biggest.
You just
Every
wait.
month my check is more than it was the month before, but what's crazy this month is this month's paycheck was bigger than last month, but last month's PRB was higher than this month. And that just goes to show you guys how promoting and building your team has a big impact on your paycheck.
Wow,
Ding,
Aaron.
ding, ding,
Wow.
ding, 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 ding. Yes, Aaron
Wow.
wins the
Yes,
cookie for tonight.
Aaron.
So
Aaron is like such a big inspiration to me.
absolute perfect segue into the topic for tonight, Jess. Am I right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So let me get my something good in here because I know he's in the other room and can hear me. We officially installed our dishwasher yesterday after three years of it sitting in its hole.
Woo!
The
Yes,
thing don't have a warranty on it anymore, but at least it worked.
it's plugged in and it is functioning.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And construction started Sunday. We tore down one of the walls in the back room. We'll tore all the ugly wood paneling down. So someday this room y'all will get to see with nothing behind me, and it will eventually turn into a nursery. But until
As long
the
as you keep giving us
explosion,
little
Dave
snidbits
Sensi
as
gets
it's going.
cleaned up. What?
So as long as you keep giving us little snidbits as it, as it slowly progresses.
Yeah. Oh, that's just my life. I take pictures of everything.
Oh, well, there you go.
Same.
Yeah. So Aaron did bring up the perfect segue for tonight. Sponsoring, y'all. Your paycheck is dependent on you sponsoring. I don't know if anybody saw the post that I posted a couple hours ago in the community page about the there was a $26,000 check on there. I mean, I know people, our SSD at 1 month had a $23,000 check. And I know SSDs who make 6 figures a month because they sponsor. Growing your frontline is the best thing that you can do for your business. It does not matter how deep that you guys get if you're not growing wide. Because the more people that you have in your front line, so I have 38, 39 right now, something like that. So that's one person that I'm getting paid off every single one of their teams. So if you think, and we're not even going to put out director generational bonuses because you make more money if you get directors under you too. So if I have 4 SSCs under me whose minimum to get paid at title is $6,000.
Yes.
So if they have to do $6,000 to get paid at title, I get 2% of that $6,000. If I have 4 SCs under me, which is 2,500 TWV, I get 4% off of theirs. And that number gets bigger the lower their title. So when you are consistently sponsoring and you're getting new people in and you're getting new essential and certified consultants in under you, you're getting paid more on those people. So Erin's got a perfect example because last month she was paid as an SC. This month she's paid as an SSC because of her promotion. And even though her PRV was lower, because she got her promotion, the percentage that you get based on your title is higher. So that's where her raise went. So growing your frontline is the best thing that you could do for your business. You will start to get on the scale where, excuse me, you are much less of your paycheck comes from you and more of it comes from your team. I had a $2,000 month last month. I have my frontline. Most of my check as a star director comes from my direct generational bonuses. So from Jessica, Allison, Christina, and Kay. So because they have higher TWVs and because they are generational for me instead of just my frontline, the pay increases there too. So really look at your compensation plan and see what each different title is going to bring you, and keep sponsoring, keep having those sponsoring conversations. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight, not just outside of what sponsoring can do for a pay raise, is your last how many recruiting conversations have you guys had this week? We are in peak season. How many have you had this week?
3.
Okay. Aaron?
6.
Okay. Beth, have you had any sponsoring conversations this week?
I've had 3.
Awesome. Jess has had 1. Sylvia, have you?
I've had none.
None? Tisk
No.
tisk, girlfriend. The week is not over. You can take what you learned from this call tonight and start having those conversations.
Here lately, I've not had anybody to join or even ask, and I haven't really reached out. I'm so weird about reaching out sometimes. I feel like, I don't know, no one's just really showed interested, like that they've been interested in. And then if they have, I've, explained to them and stuff like that and gave them all the deeds, and they just didn't reply or
Well,
whatever.
Okay.
The best thing you can do is to still keep sharing, which you already do.
Yes.
Like
the one thing that I would recommend is share what your Scentsy check. So today is the best day to do it. Share what your Scentsy check is doing for you this month. So you got paid today. What are you going to do with that money? Now, don't forget your income disclosure in it, because we still want to be compliant, but share what that's going to do for you. Share what all of your teammates, I made a post today. So go look at that post and see what everybody else is using their money for, and share what that's doing with your customers, because this is what people don't think about. People don't remember that it can pay for a wedding. It can pay for a baby. It can pay for a house. It can pay for a new car. All of that stuff can be done with your Scentsy checks. Jess pays for her husband's truck payment.
I'm gonna talk about that right now, but
I'm buying Christmas decor.
See, my November and December checks go straight to Christmas first. I mean, I pay my credit card bill, I pay my car payment, I pay with Scentsy money. And then I'm putting money away because I have a high deductible health plan. So I have a huge baby bill coming at some point. So it's that kind of stuff that you can use to share with people to help them get ideas on how Scentsy could be a benefit to them. It's not about you, what they can do for you. It's about what Scentsy can do for them.
like
So
she's not
use
on this
that
call right
today.
now, but I have a frontline named Amanda, and she texted me this morning, and she was so excited because she was like, oh my God, my check is going to cover half of this gift that I've been really eyeing for my kids. And she like showed me a picture of the gift she's going to order, and her check is covering half of it. And it's like a really nice gift that she's been wanting to get all of them. And I'm just like, man, this is so cool. At like just little things like that. If you kind of share that with the world and just show them a real example, just like Jess was saying, like list some of the things that you're using that money for.
That
Be careful,
she's giving is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry about the people who don't really want Scentsy. It doesn't look some type of way when you go out there saying, hey, it was Scentsy payday. Check out what all of me and my friends are getting, because it's not what's going to help that person who's looking down on you for doing direct sales. It's going to benefit the single mom who is literally looking at how is she going to afford Christmas for her kids. And
Those people who
the
are
people-
looking down on you for doing direct sales, there's nothing you can post that's going to impress them.
right.
You could put that you were buying a brand new house in cash with your Scentsy paycheck, and they would still think what you're doing is a joke. Like,
It drives me insane because there's this girl on TikTok, and oh my gosh,
girl, you
and she
can't,
posts so many videos about
you can't be
how
watching that.
I know, but it just kills me. Honestly, I laugh at it because she just half of the stuff that she says don't even make sense. And I'm like, you don't even know. You've never even worked for this company, you know? And
I
I'm
know
like,
exactly what you're talking about.
if this is a pyramid scheme, then okay, you have a boss over you. Sorry, boo. Like,
yeah,
I'm gonna tell
I
you.
don't talk to me about your pyramid scheme. You get
Yeah.
paid
Well,
a 10
here's the
cent raise
difference
per
between
year.
this is the biggest difference between Scentsy and a pyramid scheme. You have to pay for your kit. A pyramid scheme, I could literally tell you could join for free every day of the freaking week, not with hosting a party, not with us giving out a kit using Hostess rewards. They could literally just join for free. No kit. They don't need anything to start up. It's just here, go join this website and start selling.
Yeah, and
you
I've
also
actually-
don't make money unless you're
Yeah.
working.
Yeah, exactly. If it was a pyramid scheme, then we wouldn't make money. We wouldn't get our products.
Exactly.
That's what I was getting ready to say. If I don't work, I don't get paid. So
And we don't need stock or inventory. Like, we don't have garages full of product.
they tell us what are their names. I can't
Heidi
even
and
remember.
Orville.
Tell us, they don't want us to have
No,
all
they
that
don't.
inventory.
It's very important to them that you are not going out and buying more than you need. Like,
Yeah.
it's not.
Don't use Scentsy money.
And I'm not
on-
going to name any names, but I have literally been approached by a different company encouraging me to open up a credit card in their name so that I could use their line of credit to get my starter kit and start buying all the inventory I need to keep in my house. And I'm like, I'll
That is
pass,
crazy.
but thank
Yeah.
you. Pass.
Yep. Yep. We use Scentsy money on family. We don't use family money on Scentsy. And that's direct from Orville himself. The other thing is with pyramid schemes, we get very blessed with Scentsy because the same $500 for you to get paid at title, it's the same $500 for me to get paid at title. It's the same $500 for our SSD April to get paid at title. Our PRV it's all 500 across the board. So it is a true blessing because I know that some companies, they're structured differently. The higher you go, the more of your own personal sales that you have to do too.
Exactly.
So-
I'm so glad you pointed that out because we all still, like, all of us, no matter your title, you need $500 in sales.
Yeah.
And of course, like, if you active frontline, but it's still pretty much the same for
But
all
if
of
you're
us.
doing
You
what
just
you
have to
need to-
work.
Yep. And if you're showing your team what you're doing to get your 500, you're doing it right. So they should be doing their 200 at least. There's no reason that somebody who is actively working their business should be not getting 200. A leader, y'all should be getting 500 every month. It's the amount of effort that you put into your business. And we all have those months where it's a dead month. We don't have the energy to put into our businesses the way that we should. But
Because it's work. It's real
because
work.
it is work.
That's
work.
why it's not a
It is
pyramid scheme.
work.
Because it's an actual
Exactly.
job.
Yep.
By the way, Jesse's here.
Exactly.
Hi.
Hey, Jesse. Okay. So we've determined how many conversations that we've had, and we've talked to Sylvia about how she could use Payday as a segue into getting more people interested. Let's talk about the last conversation that you did have with sponsoring. I want to start with Beth. Tell me about the well, sorry, you're in my top left of my screen, so I'm just trying to keep you all straight.
Thanks.
Tell me how the conversation went, kind of what you said, and then we're going to give you feedback on different things that you could say to help get that person on board.
It all goes back to, it's actually a conversation me and Jess had with the one that I keep trying to get. Like she just closed out her $500 party, and before it hit 500, she had so much off to where I said, you've got a kit available. What are you, thinking about making your own money on stuff that you're already buying, because you support me every month, multiple times a month, because I mean, this girl is buying, like she just got 2 of the new tree warmers,
Mhm.
and everything. And then she
So
always
what's her
ends up-
big holdup?
She is a full-time RN.
So we need to introduce her to Rachel Pence and Chloe Cox.
Because she's a full-time RN with 2 munchkins, and her husband is on the fire department.
So
So that
time,
sounds to me like a bunch of
Mom.
potential customers. That's what that sounds like to me.
yeah. It can be done. It wholeheartedly can be done. Rachel Pence was a full-time nurse. Chloe Cox was
Mhm.
a full-time nurse. Chloe Cox made 6 figures last month.
Jesus.
For 4-week period, she made 6 figures on
Right.
just Scentsy, not any of the other businesses her family owns. So,
Right.
And that's just
nurses
one
can
month.
do this. Yes, it's just one
Mhm.
month. The numbers that I posted in that post today are very real paychecks.
Okay. I had just seen that post before I jumped on here.
Yes,
I hadn't had
are.
a chance to deep dive and fully read it before jumping on here.
And if you ever have questions about what some of us directors make, or you need proof, the proof is in the pudding. I'll go get it for you guys. I'll show you. I will open my paycheck for you. I'm not going to show you what each individual person brings me, but I will show
Right.
you what I made and what level I made it from.
Same.
Right.
Open book.
But it will
As
be
long
a
as
private
you're
one-on-one
quick to get your
conversation.
phone first, Jess.
So what I would do is, okay, keep her on your dream team list. That's one other thing that you guys need to do.
Yes.
Everybody needs to have a dream team list. All these people that have told you not right now. I have all the excuses in the world. I don't have time. I'm a mom. I work full time. I've got kids going 6 different ways every other day. It can be done.
Right.
No is not no forever. No is just no for right now. So we just need to go back to them when there's a kit sale, when I've got a kit that somebody's not snagging, things like that.
Right.
So what I think that you could have maybe done a little bit differently is, since you promoted flipping her by how much she would make off your party, is I would have looked into seeing if I could have found her a YouTube video from Rachel about how she started the business and was an RN prior to it. Kristen Ingles is still, she's an SSD and she's still working as a nurse.
Okay.
So talking to those kind of people, finding videos to share with her about how she really could do this, may help sway her.
Okay.
Aaron, talk to me about the most recent sponsoring conversation that you had where they told you no.
Oh, where they told me no?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like every conversation I have almost. But I think it was this lady had a personal link that had Reach Rewards, and I offered it to her, and she told me no. I don't really understand the question.
Did she give you a reason why she didn't want to join? Did she tell you what was her?
She said she didn't have the time. She didn't have the time to do it. Yeah. Same.
Yeah. Did you tell her how much she can make if you? Yeah.
Yeah, I told her how much she would have made if that would have been her own link, like with people ordering off of her. And yeah,
Was was the party all of her customers, or was it just random stuff that you had thrown in together?
It was a personal link.
Oh, so it was
Wasn't
just
a
her
party.
orders. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which is really one of the biggest reasons why I reached out to her about joining, because I didn't even do a party and she still reached rewards, you know?
Yeah.
But she said she
So-
didn't have enough time.
Maybe I would offer her to do a party to see what her friends could bring her, to see how, kind of do it like a decider party. There are, I will have to find the post. One of my boot camp sisters does this a few times a year, where she puts together a it's kind of like a big version of a party pack. It's probably got a mini warmer or a fan or something in it, some testers, some catalogs, and lets them try to go be a consultant for a month, collect all the orders that they can get. And when you guys sit down at the end of the month and you put it in, you can let her flip it, tell her how much she's made, or she can decide to remain a customer, and then she gets her rewards and you get paid off of it. But for the life of me, in my pregnancy brain right now, I cannot remember that was called, but I do have a note, so I will go find her post and I will share it
That's
with
a
you.
good idea, though. Being
Yeah,
a consultant
but-
for a month.
Yes, like it's like a trial consultant to see if it's something that they really want to get involved in.
Yeah. And I do this Google form where what I do is I ask a few questions. Like, first I ask what their name, address, and shipping number is, because I can always put them in my on my workstation as a customer and send them my newsletter. So I ask that first, and then I ask like what their favorite product is, what they're most excited to try next. And I tell them that's what I'm asking them to fill the form out. So if they win a prize or something, I know what kind of stuff to send them, so I know that they'll like what they get. And then I ask if they are interested in doing a party and if they're interested in joining my team. And when I ask if they're interested in joining my team, the answer options are yes, no, not at this time. And I don't think I'd be any good at it. So that would be a good thing to offer people that said that they didn't think they'd be any good at it.
Yeah, I do a 1 to 10 scale on those, and anything above a 1, we have a conversation.
That's
I
really
found
awesome
it
that you're
to
that
you
you're
right now.
using that form, Erin. I think that's like another topic for another day, but I love that. And I wish that I used mine more. I mean, I really do.
I use mine in every party.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I actually did a Google order form for a really long time, because
I do those. Yeah, I do those for like the holiday collection, the harvest collection, and when I'm doing a mystery hostess party, I'll use them.
No,
for
I
that.
did it for every single online party, because people always forget to bundle. So I was
That
like,
too,
fill
yeah.
this out instead of going out online to order, because I'm going to charge them shipping regardless. And then that way I could bundle and save them, because I'm gonna put it in the best deal.
Yeah.
All right. That's awesome though. So let's try this. I sent you a text with the or instant message with Holly's post, so you can see how she words it.
Okay.
And let us know how that works for you.
Okay.
And for everybody else, I'll post it in the Google Doc in the video. Amanda, talk to us about the last sponsoring conversation you had.
So the last conversation I had was with someone that we literally threw her a party so that she could earn her kit, and or at least, you know what I mean, part of it if we couldn't reach the whole thing. And she was all for it, and then it got down to, I don't know, something happened with her dog, and her dog almost like died but didn't, so that was good. And then she said she was going to join the next Friday, so I followed up with her like normal, you know. And then she said that she'd rather just use her rewards and sign up and just pay for the kit outright after December. after Christmas, pretty much. Which I was like, dang, you're really missing out on a lot because this is like busy now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and sometimes that scares people. With the amount of LTOs that we have coming right this month, I don't know if I would want to join in November either. Like, it's so fast paced. So I totally understand it. Keep her on your dream team list. Every time you have extra rewards to use, talk to her, tell her you've got a kit available. Anytime that there's a kit sale, because I have a feeling that in 2022 kit sales may come back. And I'm not saying that because I've heard anything. I haven't, I promise.
It's
but
probably a good guess. I would say at least one for the year. At a
Right.
minimum. So
so keep her in the back of your mind every time that you have something. And come January, God, I have the hiccups. Come January 1, start asking her once a week. Hey girl, you ready to join my team yet?
right.
You
It's
still thinking about
January.
doing what I do? Right? Yes. So try that. That's it. I mean, I understand, dog. Now this could have helped benefit her and help her pay for that vet bill, because we all know that the vet bills can be kind of heavy at times.
Yes.
But I understand that her head wasn't where it needed to be to make that decision. We'll say
Right.
that.
Yeah. She was more like worried about the issue at hand.
Exactly. Absolutely. So I would do that. Sylvia, so you haven't had one. When was the last time that you had one?
Probably about a month,
A month ago? Okay.
something like that.
Girl, no shame. Don't, I mean,
Same.
honesty in your business is the most important thing.
legit.
I know. I just feel like crap because I don't know.
No.
Do you want me to be honest with you?
I mean,
I haven't had a sponsoring conversation in probably 4 months.
Okay, I feel better now. Anyways,
let's talk about that last conversation that you had.
I think I can't remember exactly how it went, but I think I was posting like on Facebook like who wanted to make extra money, and just like even might have been a deal that had been going on or something like that with Cincy. I can't remember exactly, but she reached out to me, or I reached out to her, whatever, and she just didn't reply. So I'm like, I didn't want to like blow her up. Like if somebody doesn't want to join, they don't want to join. I'm not gonna keep bothering like that, Like if they showed interest and was like, oh, maybe later, then yeah, I'll follow up with them and so on.
Absolutely.
But she didn't really. She just read my message and then just didn't reply at all.
So what I would do, because this happens to the best of us, I can't tell you how many times I've been left on red. In all honesty, I left somebody on red today. She's still on red because I don't want to answer her question. And it's not even a Cincy question. It's about a whole other direct sales business. So I understand it. The next time you have a kit available, shoot her a message and say, hey girl, I have a kit available and I want to offer it to you because I think that you would be an amazing asset to my team and tell her why you think that she would be awesome at Cincy and how it could benefit her life. And then if she leaves you on red, then move on. If she leaves you on red, I want you to go out and post that you have a kit on your page. And see if there's somebody who bites at that. And you can even you don't even have to say that you have a kit. You could always just make a post that says, has anybody ever thought about doing what I do?
Yeah.
So my problem is I'll offer a kit till I'm blue in the face. Nobody's biting on these kits, and I haven't intentionally made an effort to go find people. I am not in that mindset in my business right now. Right now I'm trying to grow PRV. I'm trying to work with my leaders. So I have not necessarily been focused on growing. So it's not that I don't want to, it's just that right now where my business is I'm at a different place that I need to be focusing on, helping Jess, helping Allison, helping Kay, Christina, where you guys need it so that you can grow. Because when you guys grow, we all grow. And that's where these big, super ugly, big, nasty, scary paychecks come from, is because we are all growing together. So that's what I can tell you about that. So don't give up on it. Don't give up on her. Keep her in the back of your brain, because something told you to ask her. So just always remember that there's a reason that you want her there. And don't be afraid to tell her, because some people can't see the goodness in themselves. And I've told a lot of you guys that over the years, like, I see it. I know that you guys can do this. You just have to have faith in yourself a little bit. Sound good?
A lot of times people will leave you on red if they just don't know what to say, or they don't want to be like, they don't want to offend you, or they don't want like maybe this person you're talking about like really likes you and thinks you're great. But they're just like, I've actually never thought about that. I don't think that's for me, but they didn't want to say that because they literally have never thought about it. Like, when I joined under Jessica's team, like, literally no way would I have wanted to be messaging her about joining. I did not, like, it did not comprehend.
She
Like,
didn't message me about joining. She just joined.
I didn't want to talk to anyone. I'm just like doing my own thing. And I'm like, I guess I'll just buy this kit because I want to smell everything.
I didn't talk to anybody like in Kay's group or anything like that. Hannah had joined and I just kind of just joined under her, and I was just like, I don't even know these people.
See?
I'm shy.
Yeah.
And
Same. I did not want anyone to talk to me. I wanted everyone to leave me alone. I actually, when I first joined, I had a couple people ask me about joining, and I was like, I don't want a team. Let me give you to my sponsor. Like, here's her information. Like, I don't want you to like join. Like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing Scentsy, but I'm in Scentsy. And people were like, okay. Like, I don't know. Anyway.
They all joined under her anyway. But yes, that's how Jessica started. She just randomly, I was in Vegas for SFR and I got a message that I got a new teammate. And it was literally, it was a $49 kit sale, and it was right after a flash sale. So she had just bought from the flash sale and was high on life. So
It was a good day.
but
okay,
you guys are always
say something though. So I don't know, because I have you two, like both the Jesses on Facebook, but that vendor event, so I did a giveaway basket, and I just made it to where everybody could enter it, they don't even have to purchase. Well, I had a girl, she bought like 3 wax bars, and she like fell in love. I don't know if she's ever I don't think she's purchased it before. I didn't really ask her, I should have, but she was messaging me and was like, I need your link so I can do Christmas shopping and stuff like that. So I was like, okay. I was like, I sent your basket out. I was like, here's my link. If you have any questions, blah, 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 And she got the basket in the other day. And as soon as she got it in, she got it all out. She literally placed a $170 order. And I was like, oh my God.
that's awesome.
Yes. For some reason, I have a vibe with like we've texted a little bit, back and forth and stuff. But just when I see her, it makes me think that she's going to be a new consultant. I had that feeling when I
Then
looked
get
at
her
stuff.
now.
Her
I
name.
get that feeling now that
I'm
I've been doing it for a while.
Do you want to join? But I'm scared. And
Start
what you
off
need
with asking her if she wants her own personal link.
that's what I was
when
gonna
Yes,
Because
and then when it gets to
do.
reward, let her know when it gets to rewards how much money she could make off of that, plus the rewards on top of it. If she, well, not the rewards on top of it if she's getting the kit with it, but still, you know what I mean? If someone ever told you they're Christmas shopping, offer them a personal
I
link.
know. I did not expect to get that big of an order. She
Right.
literally got 3 bars at my vendor event. 3 bars. I had no idea I was gonna be making a new customer, and I was like, she didn't even text me, tell me. Like, I just have my QR code on all my stuff,
Yep.
and she literally scanned it and just
Okay.
placed the order. And I literally,
we're living in a day and age where people randomly have bits of money that come into their account on any given day, and they're like bored scrolling on their phone, and they're like, meh, okay, I'll buy this. I mean, that's just the reality of where we are today. It was not like this 10 years ago. It is not even 5 years ago, you guys. This is like, you're talking about the majority of people have like paycheck to paycheck, $0 in their bank account until one day they get paid and they do have some money to blow. Well, they don't, but they do anyway. And then they're like,
exactly it.
They're like, okay, that looks good. Bye. I mean, that person
Add
is
a cart.
me. I'm talking about myself. Okay, so like literally all my husband's over
I
there.
can show you numbers from 5 years ago. The sales that we have now are not what we had then.
No.
I mean, Jess, are you referencing, your Home Alone Legos you and the girls went and got?
Listen.
So jealous, by the way.
I need you to go back and get me one because I'm not driving to Kenwood.
We don't need to talk about that right now.
Sylvia, you are always one person away from completely changing your business.
Right. That was
always
my point. Yep.
So go after that one because
I mean, Sylvia,
she could be your first director.
So tell her what you just told us.
She lives in, I think it was like Irvin, Kentucky. So it's like counties and counties away. Because I feel like everybody, like, I have so many like mutual friends around here, and it just, I don't even know, like what
it's a whole new market of people,
and it's just different, like, there. So I'm like, maybe, maybe she'll have different people, and then I'll have my people, or like, like. I don't even know what I'm trying to explain, but
no, it's a whole new market of people. You are absolutely on the right track.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is, Sylvie, it took me 3 years to join Jeff Kellmeyer. And then I ended up not joining her until after I moved to New York, nonetheless. Yeah. You used to live 20 minutes from her, and now I'm 8 hours from her.
And this team is now across the country. Like, I haven't sat down and looked at how many states we're in at this point, but I know that we've got people in California and Washington. So we are all over.
Yeah. So like Aaron has a new team member in Florida. And like Sylvia, I think you like the way you're using your personality and like
you're so bubbly.
Literally network marketing. Like, I know you said you're shy, but really that's okay in this kind of job, because you really just are like connecting with people through a message, which is not too pushy. It's not too crazy. Like, you're meeting people like that. Wait till you meet someone like Beth was saying, she lives in New York. Wait till you meet somebody that doesn't even live here. And you're going to be like, oh my God, this is out of control. And it's going to happen.
I'll tell you what, the hardest thing about that though is time change.
Right.
I always forget to post stuff for the time for the West Coast people. Okay. We are at time, but I want to get this last person in. Jesse Haney, come off mute and tell us about the last time that you had a sponsoring conversation.
So I don't even remember how long ago it was. It's probably been a couple of months. But anyways, it was someone who's been interested in doing it, but she just felt like at the time that I had talked to her about it, that she like wasn't in the right headspace to do it. So I have her down on my list, and I've been meaning to reach out to her. I just haven't. But like I said, the past couple of months have been rough. But so but yeah, like she was like real interested in doing it and liked the idea of like being her own boss basically. But she just felt like at the time that I had asked that it wasn't the right time for her, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. I mean, even as consultants, we go through those. It's not the right time for me to be a consultant, Sage. So just keep asking her. You know, I ask her again this week because we have the limited edition warmer coming next week, and I mean, there's still a whole slew of stuff that's coming this month. What's today? Tuesday. Keep an eye on your news tabs on Thursday. There may be some nice announcements for you.
I'm waiting on
Which
that
means
winter
there is.
counter clean because let me tell you, I'm gonna be broke after all that.
I'm waiting for
did good
Beast
with
to come
that.
out.
Beast is going to be a big seller. So, get
I'm
her
waiting
with
for
the
that because
upcoming
my
LTS.
sister-in-law is a Disney fanatic, so I'm waiting for that to try and surprise her for Christmas. But she's also been like scoping my page, trying to figure out when I'm posting about things too.
So
it's
just
trying
tell
to
her
hi-
it sold
it's
out
trying
and
to
you didn't
hide
get her
that.
one.
Right?
I had to do that with
Hello, why
with
is
two of my
she
customers.
why is she not on your team?
That too.
She loves
She-
Disney. What?
Yes and no. She's more of like the Disney like the Disney princess fanatic.
Yeah,
Type of
I'm just kidding. But really it is fun to, like, the longer you do this, you just kind of like catch things and you see things in people as you meet them, and like Sylvia was saying, she just has this feeling like maybe you know, maybe she's not this girl Sylvia met, maybe she's not going to join right this second, maybe she'll join in 6 years, maybe 6 months, maybe never, but it doesn't matter because she's growing her business, even if it's like this much, like it's growing. And so you repeat that, like you meet new people and you keep growing little by little, you keep growing, and it's really worth keep putting yourself out there. Like Jessie was saying, her customer said it wasn't the right time, and like Erin was saying, someone she talked to said it wasn't the right time. I'm here to tell you guys that's the normal response. Like
100%
that's
normal.
normally what people are going to say. That is not abnormal. You should expect that people are going to say that every single time. And when they surprise you and they don't say that, those are the good moments. Those are the little gems of happiness and little diamonds that come to you in your business, because most of the time people are just like not thinking about this. Like, this is not a typical job. This is not a typical, you know, people,
Lifestyle.
It really should be go for the no. Like, it's so cliche to say that, like people say go for the no and you're like, okay, but like really that's probably what they're going to say. Just go ahead and talk to them about it anyway, because you're building trust, you're building your relationship with them. They know that you're not going anywhere. You're going to be doing Scentsy for the long haul, and they can trust you with their business and with their money. Because like we just discussed, when they get a little money in their account, they can go spend it anywhere. They can go click on any website, any store on Instagram, buy whatever the crap they want. If you're building relationships with people, it's going to pay off in the long run, whether they join you or not.
All right, stay tuned, guys. I have one thing that I want to talk to you about. I want to get a picture for tonight and everything, but I want to stop this recording first. So hang on just a second.
So Sylvie, one thing that Kel Myers always told me